Hello, I'm Leah. Welcome to Xbox On. This is Deals with Gold, where we highlight some of the awesome deals you can get your hands on this week with Xbox Live Gold. From AAA titles to those under-the-radar indies, hopefully something out there tickles your fancy.
So what's your secret? How do you guys survive out here?
Titanfall was one of the best FPSs out there on Xbox One's release, and Titanfall 2 released in late 2016, but due to its release date was unfortunately overshadowed by some other epic titles that came out at the same time. It might have been one that you passed up on at the time. This month, the Ultimate Edition of Titanfall 2 is on sale for only £5.25 and enhanced for the Xbox One X. The game itself is solid, building on the incredible foundations created by the first game. Seriously, the movement system is so fluid and intuitive, I almost feel as though they've got a direct wire to my brain and know what I'm trying to do before I've even tried to do it. It's a joy to simply run around wall climbing and jumping. There's satisfying gunplay, character and weapon customization, and did I mention the huge mech suits you get to pilot around and punch things with? Titanfall smashes together all of the fun things that have developed in the FPS scene over the decade, and throws it at you in a badass way. In direct feedback from the first game, they added in a fully fleshed out single-player story campaign that surprised and delighted many, offering a unique narrative with very cool gameplay, as you'd expect. There are also a ton of multiplayer modes to try out, lots of brand new titans to call down and crush your enemies with, and lots of fun to be had in this awesome game.
You are now confirmed as acting pilot of BT-7274.
Over the last few years, episodic, choice-dependent games have grown in popularity, offering something a little different to the usual gameplay experience. Life is Strange is one of these games, and it made a huge impact in the gaming scene, offering a unique feeling experience that really hits some poignant and relatable notes, alongside a feature that allowed you to rewind time and forced you into making decisions in situations that are quite difficult to navigate. It's a third-person walkthrough simulator, heavily narrative-driven where the decisions you make really affect the outcome and personalize the story for you, and sometimes make you feel quite bad for accidentally pressing the wrong button in QuickTime events. Oops. The prequel to Life is Strange, named Before the Storm, offers the same sort of structure to the original game, but offers an insight into the backstory of the characters you're already familiar with. The original game followed the story of Max, a fresh college student who found unusual powers and had to decide when to use them responsibly. In Before the Storm, we follow her close friend Chloe Price as she uncovers personal secrets that may severely impact the life of her close friend Rachel. The series offers an insight into the lives of others and lets you see things from new perspectives, sometimes creating scenarios that many of us will have faced and can sympathize with. The series is split into 3 episodes and features another fantastic indie playlist to accompany. This week with Deals with Gold, you can get the complete season, including all 3 episodes, for £5.60. If you're a fan of slower and more emotional story games, it might just be one for you.
You're the only one in the world I can trust.
Yar, it's a pirate's life for me. And it might be for you as well this month with 35% off Xbox exclusive Sea of Thieves. Whilst at times a light-hearted and fun gaming voyage, it can get surprisingly intense. You can play solo, duo, or with a team of 4 as you sail the seas and follow the clues to find yourself some buried treasure and loot. The seas can be calm and serene or turbulent and rough seas are no joke, making it hard to escape the skellies to navigate and find a safe haven. Safe havens are vital for you to rest, recover, cash in your precious treasure, and pick up new quests for the next voyage. And skeletons aren't the only thing to look out for. On the seas you'll find other players on their own adventures. Sometimes they're nice and friendly. Sometimes they'll launch themselves out of a cannon to murder your crew and ransack your ship. I mean, they are pirates after all. It's a beautiful and quirky game that has so much potential for shenanigans, best enjoyed between a group of friends who aren't afraid to take things a little less seriously. Developers Rare are consistently bringing updates to this pirate adventure game, with the next one, Forsaken Shores, due to drop towards the end of September. So now is a good time to sing a sea shanty and drink all the grog. Prepare yourself in time for the updates to drop.
You needn't cower in the doorway. I actually like meeting new people.
Now, what theme park is complete without huge, terrifying, and sometimes deadly dinosaurs to complement the usual food stands, merch, and hotels? Jurassic World Evolution lets you build your very own theme park. Decide where you want to put all the vital necessities, research centers, ranger stations, power banks, and most importantly, dinosaurs. Open the gates, let the public in to have a walk at whatever monstrosity you've managed to genetically engineer, and oh, she's just escaped and eaten half your guests. Not feeling very social then, I can relate. You get to unlock new islands with new challenges, and this is actually an incredibly fun game. I had raptors that would not stop escaping and eating my guests, yet somehow the guests kept coming back. Dinos that were itching for a fight at every hour of the day, and storms that would always manage to break that one piece of fencing that was hardest to repair. You can grow your empire and engineer new, scarier dinosaurs with more teeth and less morality. Entice more guests into your park with careful planning, and hopefully not make the same mistakes that people in the films always seem to make. Or do, it's quite fun. My favourite part was naming my dinosaurs after people I knew and letting them fight it out in a big pen to see who'd win. Don't pretend you wouldn't do the same. And you can, because Jurassic World Evolution is enhanced in glorious 4K Ultra HD for the Xbox One X, and you can get a bite off the price with 15% off this week.
Control, we have eyes on the asset.
Next up is a platformer that might just grab you by the heartstrings and not let go. Ori and the Blind Forest follows little orphan Ori as they journey through the forest of Nibel to try and bring back balance and restore the missing elements of water, warmth, and wind. The gameplay is challenging at points and offers a surprising amount of fun mechanics to master. There's a story you'll want to follow, but you can explore the surrounding areas to find shards and upgrades to help you on your way instead. A wholesome and adorable addition to your collection, the soundtrack and surroundings are truly gorgeous, and you'll definitely feel a sense of attachment to poor lost little Ori as you push them to survive in the harsh wilderness. The sequel, Ori and the Will-o'-the-Wisps, will be out early next year, so now is a great time to pick up the original and see what the fuss is about. Earlier this year, Undead Labs released the much-anticipated sequel to their cult hit, State of Decay. And State of Decay 2 offered an updated take on the zombie-smashing, base-building gameplay fans are used to. Now, if you're unfamiliar with State of Decay, listen in. You're trying to survive in a harsh landscape littered with brain-munching, undead citizens of the USA. You're quite a kind soul, and rather than just bash, smash, and dash your way through the broken towns, you decide you're going to work together with the other lucky survivors and try and make the best of a bad situation. Working with the NPCs and characters you encounter that you can actually take control of. You will construct your base, figure out the keystones to survival, and stock up on all the goodness needed to fend off the blood-crazed mob waiting just beyond the reaches of your gates. That fine Italian wine might just make killing zombies with a rusty screwdriver worth it. This third-person survival game feels less about horror, despite the face-munching fiends, and more about simply trying to make a life for yourself. This Xbox exclusive and enhanced 4K title is 35% off this week, coming in at £16.24.
What risks will you take? What mistakes will you make?
So that's our pick of the deals on offer this week. There are plenty more you can check out in this easy-to-read format, thanks to our friend Major Nelson. We'll leave links down in the description so you can easily find everything mentioned here and more. Hopefully there's something here you'll enjoy. Leave a like and comment below to let us know what you're playing. Subscribe for more Xbox On content, and we'll see you next time. Bye!